So I want to have a quick little share with you all. And something that is really important to me, it's really important to me, is talking about the process. Because I don't believe that as a body we talk about the process enough. We talk up we give the we speak the prophecy, we preach the word, we pastor the word. So and then we talk about performance and we talk about the harvest, but we don't talk about the process. And I was having some time with God, and I've said this before, but after really journeying through the Bible in the entirety of the story of the children of Israel, my posture and my understanding and my empathy with these people has changed significantly. Because see, when preachers would preach the highlight parts of it, when I would hear about the report of the 12 spies, I'm always with Caleb and Joshua. I'm always like, let me go up at once. When I'm at the beginning of the book of Deuteronomy and they've wandered for 40 years, you don't have to tell me again. When I'm with them at the beginning of Joshua and we got 3 days to cross over, I'm excited. And when I thought about their process, when I thought about where these people were and where God wanted to take them, and how in their process, the challenges and frustration and struggle and fire of the process was harder than where they were, I get it. I get it. This when the process to having makes you forget about how hard it was before you even got the word, before you even prayed the prayer. Like those people, it's like, can you run me back to where I was? Because this feels harder. This feels more painful. Before I prayed the prayer for healing, I don't remember the pain being this bad. Before I prayed for the promise of marriage, I don't think I felt this lonely. I don't think I was this frustrated. Before I started praying for my children, I think I was doing a little bit better. I don't know who the person is that has not gotten to that point to where the process has felt harder than where they were initially. That's how these people were. Yeah, we appreciate you taking us from the bottom to the top, but we didn't ask for the top. When God remembers them in Exodus, we just wanted out from the bottom. You could have put us on the second floor. We didn't ask for the penthouse. We didn't want to make Pharaoh mad. We didn't want to ignite every demon in hell coming after us. We just wanted out of here. We didn't ask for all this other stuff. And I've had seasons and moments in my life where even the unfolding as it relates to not having problems, I realized for myself, and I might just be alone in this, and it has a lot to do with the way that I was nurtured, but like I never felt safe having it. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna try to make that make sense a little bit. And I'm gonna give you an example. When my daddy would go on these type of when he would be MIA for weeks and months, and it may have been like up to a year at times. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was sad. But my mother always got to a certain point where we were kind of okay, and we were just going through life. Like her pain and her grief had subsided, and then he would pop back up. And after going through this for a couple of cycles, I would be more nervous when he came back because I knew for sure he was going to leave. Because we didn't know how to lock in it not happening again. So I started to be scared of when I was going to come home and my mother was going to be on the floor crying again. When she would have to hear, why couldn't you get him to stay? Like that type of thing. And so growing up in that, I didn't know how to have, like I didn't know how to possess. We're always having the prayer to get it. I want it. But nobody teaches us the process of keeping. See, in the Old Testament, Canaan is referred to as the promised land. But in the New Testament, in the book of Hebrews, Canaan is referred to as rest. There's no more slavery. There's no more stress. You don't even have to work. You just have to rest. When you've had a life of running and problems and frustration, you don't know how to rest. You want to, but you literally don't know how. You prayed for the healing, and now the healing is here, and you're scared it's going to come back. You prayed for the breakthrough in your finances, and you got the money, but what if it runs out? I did not know how to possess. I did not know how to keep. And I want to help you with something. A lot of us, our process looks the way it looks because the preparation is not just to get it, it's to keep it. And I want to encourage you in that if your process feels harder than where you were. Like for all this, I should have just been back out in the streets because I don't think the streets did me this dirty. And anybody who literally says otherwise, I don't know what process you on. But this process, this refining, this thing where for me, I feel like I'm always in the work. I'm always in the work. I'm always some way, somehow, at some point of the day, encouraging myself, talking to the Lord. Like I'm talking about just me and my stuff. And I realized, and as I was watching the journey of the children of Israel, it's not just to get it, it is to keep it. And I just want you to know that it is understandable when you have to encourage yourself to keep going. When you have to tell yourself that the harvest will be worth all the planting and all the tending to the garden, making sure that nothing came to try to uproot your seed. The harvest is sure. Jesus promised us a multiplied harvest. This is not no seed for seed type thing. And so I just want to encourage all of you who really feel like what I am going through feels harder than before I started this whole thing. It was harder because, again, before I understood this, I would see the highlight moments that would be preached to me about the children of Israel, right? I knew about the 3 days that it took in the beginning of Joshua, but nobody ever told me that by the end of Joshua, they still don't trust God. They still scared. They still have gone through too much. They still got battle fatigue. Like we over it. We don't care that the walls of Jericho have fallen. Listen, the people ain't all the way out. I'm over it. Like, I don't know the person who's not been on a journey to keep it that's not felt that way. And so I just want to encourage you. And, as I was preparing for our masterclass on Saturday and thinking through what God told me about this month, and I put this in a sales blurb because if I heard it, and I'm gonna just say this real quick, right? I'm not going into the masterclass because that's on, but I want to just say this. As I was writing up the little thing, the word personal came up. And I don't know about you, but for me, because of how long it's been, because of how much I've been in it, for me, it feels personal. It just feels personal. The idea of not having feels personal. The idea of going through what I've been through, and it feels personal. At one point in my life, it used to feel painful, but now it just feels personal. So I just want to encourage you, if you have felt like giving up, if you feel like, man, this is not fair. Like, why am I going through this? It's been too long. Nothing is happening. And I want you all, something is happening. Something is always happening. We just have to walk in a level of trust that we don't need out here to trust that is working. All things work together for our good. I don't care if it looks like it's going back, it's still working out for your good. It has to work out for your good. So I just want to encourage you and give you this word and tell you that, you are not alone. If you have had moments where you're like, I might have been a little bit better out there, nope. Keep going. Keep holding on. Keep the faith. There is some tremendous unfolding that is happening in this spectacular month, and I love you all, and be blessed.